Hello, hello, great people, everyone, you're welcome. Yeah, this is Crypto Wealth Guru. Yeah, and I'm the CEO of Crypto Wealth Guru Academy, or more say an education system where we take the opportunity to train newbies, to train freshers, those who are interested in the crypto space, to come on board and get into this wonderful experience in the crypto ecosystem where you can transform your life and earn massively. It's a great opportunity where you shouldn't, it's a great opportunity you shouldn't joke with. You shouldn't come in and maybe probably expect it to be a get rich quick scheme for you. No, it's not. Yeah, like I said, I'm Precious. It's Yako. Yeah, that's me right there. So not wasting our time. We want to go straight to the point. Straight to the point. The main reason for this meeting right there is for those of us who are coming new into the crypto space, and probably those of us who want to know more, who want to have great education and the experience of the crypto space, just an introduction. You understand? There is not like a technical class or advanced kind of learning, an introduction kind of class, bringing you into the great experience in the crypto ecosystem. So without wasting much of our time, I'm going straight to what we are here for. Yeah, I'm going straight to what we are here for. So I'm going to be using the Binance platform to give you good explanation give you a good explanation of what you would understand and how you will come on board and gain this knowledge. Yeah, so from the Binance application, the Binance is of great use in the sense that I don't think you are seeing my screen. So I want to share it very well so that you can see it very well. All right, I believe you're seeing my screen now. Yeah, so the Binance is probably one of the best exchanges that you can use out there. Mean exchange is kind of like a platform where you can easily get on board and have the crypto ecosystem experience where you can buy and sell cryptocurrencies, trade, do a whole lot of things out there. So I'm just here to just give you an intro of the fundamentals of the Bitcoin blockchain and probably the Binance app as well. Yeah, of course, I'm not being paid to promote any of the Binance application or whatsoever, but I'm just using it because it's one of the very, very easy to understand interface out there in the crypto space. So for an intro, all we need to know here, first of all, is the fact that cryptocurrency is no different from our daily activities of money, buying and selling. You give me this value, I give you this for the value you give to me. You understand? First of all, I want to know what's money. What is money? It's just an exchange of goods or services for value or whatsoever, exchange of value for value. You understand? Whatsoever you place value on can be attributed to money for you. If you pick up a piece of paper and it's accepted among a whole lot of persons and say, okay, this is our currency, this is a way of putting value into this where we can exchange, it becomes money. Understand? First, we have the fact that money is a tool to exchange value, that I've always been saying. Any object could be used as money whatsoever. It's a matter of your agreement. Value is shared, value is a shared belief. You understand? Whatsoever will come together and will say, okay, this is it. We're gonna be using this metal piece, we're gonna be using this piece of paper, we're gonna be using whatsoever. And that's just the whole point out there. So when you understand money, understanding the crypto space wouldn't be tough for you. Yeah. So this is the money that a whole lot of us are familiar with, is fiat money, the one our government gives to us the one they printed out, we print and print and print and print, and they've given us, we see it right from when we were young, growing up. That's all we saw. So the fiat money is just simply the accepted currency in your country or in your nation. You get the paper money, which is being issued by the government, the accepted legal tender that's out there. You get probably when the exchange of money started, everyone started with the trade by barter system, where you got to bring your goods, I got to my good and the service for that service. You understand? So we do this and we do that, and we exchange our goods, and I go with mine and you go with yours. If I want to do that from trade by barter, we started going into the using of probably calories, started attributing value to objects, and from there it go to the started using the gold and other commodities, switched in from there to the coins or metal money and the rest. From there, we switching into the paper money. From the paper money, are going to the electronic money. From the electronic money, we're going to the digital money, which the cryptocurrency happens to fall under a digital currency, which we always call digital currency. So it's the fiat money that everything is geared towards. Yeah. But this aspect of the cryptocurrency is dodging us from this fiat currency. So what's the fiat? Like I always say, the paper money is legal tender that has replaced the gold and commodity. It's what's portable and easy to use. You put in your pocket, do whatsoever. It's not scarce. You get it's not scarce, but we know the fact that inflation keeps hitting on it, and if you are holding your fiat currency in your country currently and you're holding on to it, I probably would say I'm sorry for you, because the world is advancing and inflation will keep hitting on you. Okay, so we gotta be wise, we gotta be smart. Why not the crypto? Yeah. So what's cryptocurrency? Like I said previously, the digital form of money developed by the cryptography. Cryptography, these are just codes and nodes that's out there to encrypt these cryptocurrencies. Encrypt it in the sense that no one can be able to have access to it. No one can be able to take it out. No one can be able to do whatsoever. Okay, and the cryptocurrency can't be duplicated or destroyed. You can never duplicate it, or let's say those fiat currencies that we have counterfeit money, this do that, you take it and duplicate. No, it can't do that. It's a digital money representation up there in the crypto space. And it's distributed via the peer-to-peer network. Peer-to-peer network is more or less taking us to a similar faction of like the trade by barter system. But yeah, right here, we're using our digital representation of money and exchanging another value for value, either fiat to crypto, crypto to fiat, or fiat to fiat representation up there in the crypto space as well. Yeah. So when you get to understand all of these things, it becomes so easy for you. And as a matter of fact, the cryptocurrency is borderless. It's borderless in the sense that there is nothing stopping it. It cuts across every nation, every country, every race, every tribe, whatsoever, the ocean, the seas, and whatsoever, globally. And as a matter of fact, you can be here and you're sending crypto to someone in Australia, you're sending crypto to someone whatsoever, does not have any restriction like fiat that you need to take it to this currency and convert to this before you can be able to transact. Now, crypto is way above that. So you can see it here. It's distributed pair to pair. The example we have here is the sign of the Bitcoin. It's a pair to pair distribution of the digital currency. So the first cryptocurrency that a whole lot of us will be hearing about, Bitcoin. What is Bitcoin? What is this? What is that? Bitcoin is the first cryptocurrency that was ever created. It was launched in 2009 by someone globally to be believed to be Satoshi Nakamoto. Either is a person or probably a group or or let's say a body or an enterprise, so it's known as Satoshi Nakamoto. It's a pseudonymous computer scientist that brought about this aspect of the Bitcoin, that brought it into existence. And the blockchain technology followed suit. Technology followed as well. So the brilliant solution to the double spend problem, in the sense that the Bitcoin came and solved the issue of, let's go back to all we're looking at. The Bitcoin came and solved the issue of all of this. We'll compare the fiat money and the digital currency as well. And we'll see that what the Bitcoin has solved, strike those balance, and we see that they're on the right track coming into the crypto space. So the Bitcoin is the first cryptocurrency to be ever created, the most popular of them all, followed by the Ethereum and the rest of them. So what is the blockchain? I'll give you a literal definition of the blockchain before we come to some big terminology and grammar. I'll just give you a literal definition of the blockchain. So this is it. Blockchain is a combination of hundreds, thousands, and millions of computer systems interacting with each other. It's internet connections globally. I repeat, it's a combination of hundreds, thousands, and millions of computer systems interacting with each other where there is internet connection globally. In the sense that it's hundreds and millions of computer systems whatsoever receives, processes, and sends out data, obviously the computer system. And you can't do that without the internet connection. And this cuts across all the locations globally, which makes it borderless. So that is just a simple definition of the blockchain. So there are a whole lot of terminologies involved. And you coming in as a newbie, you need to know the fact that the blockchain is the highest security in the crypto ecosystem. The blockchain serves as the highest security in the crypto ecosystem. Blockchain serves as probably every other aspect of the crypto ecosystem. That's what it's made of. You build whatsoever now, and it's into the blockchain, and boom, you're moving. You understand? Our transactions are passed through the blockchain. Can store our documents. We can do all sorts of digital data representation there. And the most important fact is that the blockchain is a tamper-proof system, in the sense that you can't cheat the system. You can't cheat the system. You can't do what? Cheat the system. The blockchain can probably be divided into three sections: the distributed database, the chain of linked blocks, and the special type of ledger. So talking about the special type of ledger, we have the money, documents, all sorts of data representations as well. So what is the blockchain? Blockchain, the participants don't need to trust each other. Everyone keeps track of balances and transactions. What happens if someone tries to cheat the system? So this is it, like I said, a representation of hundreds, millions, and thousands of computer systems together, where they interact with themselves, and it's borderless, ends globally. So I think we are having a partner. I need to press all right. So continue with our work. So comparing the Bitcoin and the blockchain. The Bitcoin is a digital currency. It's a financial asset as well. The first and the most popular of the cryptocurrencies. And it's an open source code, which is public and decentralized. Yet the blockchain itself is a distributed database, keeps records, all kinds of data, digital representation, several use cases, various ways to build digital ledgers. as well. That's what. So we're going to strike the cryptocurrency using the Bitcoin as an example with the fiat. We're going to strike the two and see this real difference and what this is just what cryptocurrencies are all about. This strike that I'm about to explain to you now. So for the fiat money, we have the fact that it's centralized. What is centralized? Something that a particular body is controlling. The government is centralized. The schools are centralized. The country is centralized. If you have a company, it's centralized. You get centralized in the sense that a board of trustees is controlling it. You have the CEO, you have the Pope, you have the Imam, you have whatsoever. That's a centralized body. Meanwhile, the Bitcoin and the cryptocurrencies are when we mean Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, a great example is how it's usually called is the Bitcoin and altcoins. Altcoins are any other cryptocurrencies that are not Bitcoin. Altcoins are any other cryptocurrencies that are not Bitcoin. So the altcoins are the Ethereum, the Ripple, the Cardano, the Doge, and a whole lot of them. So they are all decentralized currencies in the sense that there is nobody controlling them. They are strictly controlled and run by themselves. If you have a Bitcoin or you have whatever cryptocurrency you have, whatever you want to do with it, it's nobody's damn business. So the fiat money is controlled by the government, while the Bitcoin now not that way. You can send your money to anybody whosoever, you can do whatever you want to do with your money, and no one cares. So for the fiat money is not scarce. But the government keeps printing and printing and printing this money, keeps printing and printing and printing this money. That's the reason why you see they are trying to cover the fact that inflation keeps coming, but not possible. There are a whole lot of activities behind the scene that you can't meet up. So it's not scarce because they keep printing this money, but the Bitcoin and a whole lot of cryptocurrencies out there, they are scarce. And if you understand the fact that a commodity needs to be scarce to boost its price in fact of demand and supply, where you need to keep the commodity and there's a whole lot of demand because it's scarce, the price goes up, and there's a whole lot into the crypto space. As we go from now to the advanced classes, getting to understand all of this thing. So for the money, because it's not scarce, there's a limited supply of fiat money. Cryptocurrency is controlled and especially the Bitcoin, it's controlled and limited supply. I think the Bitcoin has it's about 21 million for its limited supply. That's just the amount. A whole lot of cryptocurrencies out there. There are some out there which are unlimited, some out there which are limited as well. Yeah. So there are chargebacks for fiat currencies in the sense that you can exchange money for this and you can exchange money for this. But in the Bitcoin aspect and the other cryptocurrency, they are irreversible transactions in the sense that for the fiat money, if I use this money today, it can come into my hand tomorrow. I can say, okay, I'm not doing this, I can get my money back. And money keeps going from one person to another. But for the Bitcoin and the altcoin and every other aspect of the digital world, they are irreversible transactions. Any transaction that has been approved can never be traced back ever again. So for the fiat money, it's inefficient, obviously. It's inefficient. For the Bitcoin and the rest of them, they're fast and cheap. As we progress in this class, we'll see how they are cheap and we'll get to understand the whole lot of this. We'll move to our next. So this is the aspect of the crypto space where I always would tell newbies that they should understand. Why? Because this is just what it's all about. This is just what it's all about. For the centralized system, which obviously the bank where we go to put our money in the banks and everything, this is what it's all about. You want to send money to your friend, probably your friend is in Brazil and you are in Australia. You want to send your money from Australia to your friend in Brazil. You have to send it through the banks. Bank does the approval of the transaction for you, thereby you take commission. So let's say you want to send, take about 6 to 7% of whatsoever you want to send. You understand? And let's say you want to send about $200. You take about 7% of that, your $200, which is about $14. From your own money, bank takes that fee, and probably you are sending about 100 and something naira. Your money is not complete because the money you send is being short. The bank has taken their share, and now you're sending about $186 to the person. So if you want to send a particular amount of figure, you start considering those bank charges and a whole lot cuts across that. And also, processing time could cost about maybe 3 to 4 working days. Say, okay, your money will reflect so time. You're sending the money for that far reach as well. So, but coming to the blockchain technology and transferring the blockchain in the crypto ecosystem, it's quite super big and it's quite wonderful because if you are sending, let's say, same amount, $200, and you're sending it to your friend, the blocks process this your transactions and take about 0.5% whatever you want to send, 0.5 to 1% of whatever you want to send. Those charges are being charged by those who maintain the blocks, the miners, and a whole lot of them. So you are being charged $1, which is of 0.5 of $200, which gives you about $199. And your transaction goes instantly. Instantly. The highest you can get is about 30 minutes or so, but your transaction goes instantly in few minutes, few seconds, and as the blockchain development keeps developing over and over the years, you start seeing fast and very swift transactions. So we'll be looking at some important notes out here. So the worldwide remittance made up to $689 billion in 2018. Are you seeing that? So let's say banking systems, you are sending money and sending money and sending money, and they are cutting their transactions. So let's say you sent a whole lot of 689 billion in 2018. 7% of that amount will be about $48 billion. This is how the banks are ripping us off, and we keep going to meet them. But embracing the crypto space, this is the wonderful aspect of it. On January 16, someone paid $0.49 in fees to move over $1 billion in a single Bitcoin transaction. Who can imagine that? Less than $1 fee, and you're moving a whole lot of chunks. Isn't that wonderful? So in the crypto space, you need to understand few things. And what are these things? They are dealing with money. Of course, and obviously, they are dealing with money. And you need to secure your money. It's your money when you secure it. It's not your money when it's not secure. You understand? So the cryptocurrency wallets are tools used to interact with a blockchain network. It is said that these wallets they act as storage for our crypto assets, our coins and our token. This wallet acts as storage for us, and they are divided into three main groups, which is the software wallet, the web wallet, desktop wallet, mobile wallet, hardware wallet, and the paper wallet as well. So we have a hot wallet, we have a cold wallet, usually just divided into two main groups, but a whole lot of persons can say three, depending on how they want to view it. It's a free world, you can do whatever you want to do. So we have a hot wallet and we have a cold wallet. So speaking of the hot wallet are those wallets that needs to function with the internet connection. You get, without the internet, this wallet can't function, it can't work. Yeah. So for the hot wallet, we have the software wallet where you see most of those wallets you have in your devices in your phone, the Trust wallet, the blockchain wallet, the Tronlink wallet, and the rest. Then we have the web wallet. Yeah, a whole lot of them are out there in the internet, out there, up there in the clouds. We have the desktop wallet as well, where we have the MetaMask and a whole lot of them. So these three fall under the hot wallet because you need internet connections to run up all of these wallets. And we have the mobile wallet as well, which works with our mobile phone. Therefore, the hardware wallet and the paper wallet. The hardware wallet is just like a device like a USB where you store your crypto coins and tokens that probably you can go keep them somewhere or do whatever you want to do with it. Then we have the one for the treasure wallet, which is widely known. Here you can look up all of these in your personal time. So for the paper wallet is just a place where you write down your secured keys for your wallet in a piece of paper or what or wheresoever where you know it's secure for you. And you store your funds inside that wallet and you get this your phrase out there and secure your wallet. So that's that about the wallet. The wallet is the most important aspect in the crypto space because without the wallet, the whole lot of things we are saying here is useless. Wallet is the most important. So yeah, we're going to talk about the blockchain use case. The use cases of the blockchain. We have first, which is the remittance of the supply chain, and we have for the healthcare. Remittance in the sense that we can use it to perform a whole lot of transactions, here and there. Other use cases are for charity, decentralized finance, decentralized application, which is apps, gaming, governance, identity management, Internet of Things, a whole lot of these. As we keep getting into our advanced learning classes in this platform, we'll be getting to understand these things better. So for the blockchain use case for the remittance, remittance is worldwide transfer of money, largest flow of funds into developing countries, fast growing industry, 9.6% in 2018. You can imagine how many percent it will be currently. So for the normal remittance of the centralized world, it's just sending money from one location to another, probably outside the country or the connect or the continent. But for the blockchain remittance, these are the things we experience using the blockchain as a remittance, which is less intermediary. You don't have a whole lot of a whole lot of problems, disconnections, and this transaction did that, this transaction failed, this happened, this one happened, time and this doesn't occur in the blockchain remittance, and we have low fees, of course, as we discussed previously, and faster transactions. You can see the lightning speed that transaction takes, that transaction are being approved. So we'll move further. So for the supply chain, network of people and businesses creating and distributing products or services, lack of efficiency and transparency. That's for the normal centralized world. But for the blockchain, for the blockchain supply chain aspect, it's tamper-proof database. Nothing can bring it down. Nothing can tamper with it. You can't cheat the system. You can't do whatsoever. It's customizable in the sense that everything as it's programmed to be is working just fine as it's programmed to be. It's secure and transparent. It says that as it's tamper-proof, nothing can tamper with it. So our transactions, our funds are secured, and whatsoever transaction you want to make is transparent, global, up there in the blockchain. Less intermediary is faster, less fraud, sense that someone can't come and cheat you because you can't cheat the system as well. But of course, there are a whole lot of fraud in the crypto space as well, which would I'll be putting that to you in terms of lecture for you to understand a whole lot of these fraudulent activities very well. It's something you need to take positive and conscious approach with so that you don't get scammed in the crypto space, even as a newbie. So there is reduced labor work. You don't need to go withdraw this big amount of money, take it to the bank, sign this, sign that. And there's reduced cost. And that's wonderful. So the blockchain use case for the healthcare, not to speak much, talk much. For the normal healthcare, the storage of medical data, patient record, that can be easily erased or modified if the hospital maybe probably gets bombed, whatever, anything can happen. Centralized database, lack of transparency, medical insurance, fraud, or when you go to the hospital, the doctor, the nurses, they have to search for your file, do this. But for the blockchain healthcare, it's a whole lot wonderful, customizable, accessibility, and transparency. It's usually built as a distributed private network, permission-based management. That's probably all those hospital staff and the rest. It takes away their jobs and makes these things easy for us to embark on. Fraud protection and increased security, data integrity. They're not scared that the data can be lost or whatsoever, and so on and so forth. So another aspect we are looking at is the DeFi. DeFi is just simply decentralized finance. Decentralized finance. There are types of DeFi. There's the decentralized exchanges, there's lending, there's borrowing. So look at the benefits of DeFi and look at the issues. Yeah. So, but before we go out there, DeFi is just simply, like I said, a decentralized finance. DeFi is a short form for that. DeFi is just the aspect and the approach that the world of finance is going into currently. The world is going DeFi in the sense that everything is decentralized. Everything is running in a decentralized platform, decentralized exchanges, decentralized this, decentralized that. And that's the aspect where the blockchain has come into play. Yeah. So for the benefits, we have financial inclusion. Safe rules apply to anyone. So our money is safe. Whatever we are doing up there in the crypto space is safe. We are not scared. We are not scared that this is gonna happen. So far you just know what you're doing, you understand the system, and you know what you're doing, it's fine. And there's a global access. So that from any part of the world, you can access this technology, you can access the crypto ecosystem, you can come on board, and it's private and permissionless. It's for every race, every culture, every color, every height whatsoever. There's no form of racism or discrimination or whatsoever. It's there for everybody. It's non-custodial, no KYC. You know, the normal centralized system, you need to take out your details and hand over your details to someone probably you don't know, and you never can tell what they're using your details to do. But for the DeFi system, it breaks that yoke. And there's liquidity as well, in the sense that it's still money we are talking about, yet it's money we are talking about, and these are live activities of money that is being run in the crypto space. So we are going to look at the issues as well. Number one issue is the education. A whole lot of persons, the problem we're having in the crypto space is that a whole lot of persons are not educated. Why? Because they don't know how to go about these things. And that's where we fall under educating people in the crypto space, for people to know and understand these things. I'm going to be coming to that later when I'm giving a summary of all of this. Then there's the scalability issues, Ethereum, high fees for return for retail users to participate, in the sense that there are a whole lot of development going on currently. And using an example with Ethereum, which is posed as the second most popular cryptocurrency with a whole lot of vast range of use cases. Like talking about the Ethereum, we have high gas fee because the blockchain is jam-packed and there are a whole lot of things, but there's an improvement coming up, which is the Ethereum 2.0, which is to be launched anytime soon, which is gonna bring that improvement. I think that aspect now goes with proof of stake instead of proof of work. They are running on the proof of work aspect. That's why you see these gas fees are tough, because where there is demand, the supply is reduced and the price spikes. So if you keep hitting this block, a whole lot of persons keep hitting this block, and these miners who are out there, which are there to oversee these transactions and everything, if it's coming too much, obviously the price goes high for us. And these are one of the issues we're having in the crypto space that is being developed from time to time. And a whole lot of crypto coins out there are solving these issues. User experience mistakes. Yeah, there are some simple mistakes which knowingly or unknowingly to you, you might just perform and probably lose money, lose a whole lot of funds and the rest. So these are things you need to watch out for. No secure industry standard, friendly bubble, most will fail. Yeah, because there are a whole lot of cryptocurrencies out there in the crypto space. There are about 9,908. Over 9,900 cryptocurrencies out there. And as a matter of fact, cryptocurrency can go from 1 to 1,000 and give you a whole lot of profit. And at the same time, it can go from 1,000 to 0 and lose funds and everything, in the sense that it's of high volatility. High volatility in the sense that it can get you to the top and can bring you to the floor in no distant time. I believe that's why a whole lot of countries wouldn't accept it yet as a legal tender for their countries, because its volatility is not stable like fiat currency. A whole lot of development is going on there. It's something you should embrace. So this is it. I just want to make a great comparison between the stock market and the crypto market. So you can see that the stock market is wonderful, is good. As a matter of fact, its market capitalization is even more than the crypto space, more than times how many you can see it here. The crypto market is probably around $2 trillion in market capitalization, right out of the global stock market, about $90 trillion. Yeah. So, but you can see that the awareness that is being created, the amount of money being made in this our contemporary time from the crypto space scales above the stock market. And it poised to show us that in the nearest future, the crypto ecosystem will beat the stock market hands down. So if you're thinking or you're contemplating of coming into the crypto space, or you're already in the crypto space, you got to take this thing seriously, because there's a whole lot coming up. It's just a whole lot coming up that you wouldn't want to miss. Yeah. So this is it. These are one of the aspects I always talk about, especially to newbies who probably will be thinking, oh, should I come into this? Should I come into this? Say, crypto space is just emerging. We are just starting. Not even stayed up to a decade and a half. We are not even up to 2 decades. The first cryptocurrency came on board 2009, and we are not, 2019 made that a decade, and we are not even close to what would bring massive wealth into the system. We're just $2 trillion in market capitalization. And I told you, with the growing aspect of the crypto ecosystem, it's beating the stock market. So you can imagine in the next 3, 4, 5 years, what the crypto market would bring and transform people's life. So you wouldn't want to miss this. You want to take this seriously and grab the opportunity to position yourself very well in the crypto space and get to understand these things your own self and scale along. So that's just it. So this is what I'm going to talk about probably before I give you a summary. So let's say you use about $1,000 in these cryptocurrencies a year ago. If you had used $1,000 probably to buy Bitcoin today, when I did this slide, that was May. So you probably be having about 2,990,000 dollars. Yeah, I believe Bitcoin did a very massive dip this period where a whole lot of persons felt it was a market crash. No, it wasn't. You get there was a bullish run in the whole system, and obviously what goes up must come down. So there is a test drive that pushed it down, and probably we are seeing a whole lot of gains now, and the whole system is making headways. Yeah. So for the other, if you had used $1,000, probably you'll be on $20,000. Yeah, that's not magic, it's real. For Dogecoin, if you had used just $1K, you'll be at about $127,300. For the egg, if you had used $1K, you'll probably be in about $10,800. So for all of this cryptocurrency, just do your own research before you invest your hard-earned money. And don't pay attention to all those mainstream paid advertisers. I want you to believe different news. This one comes in, tweets this, comes in, tweet that. Now, go with your own research and your understanding. That's what is called the FAs and the TAs, the fundamental analysis and the technical analysis. All of these things I'm telling you, they all fall under the fundamental analysis. And with time, dropping a whole lot of these classes and these videos for you to understand all of these very well before we start getting into the technical aspect of it. So I'm going to be talking about the fraud aspect in the crypto space and why you need to understand what you are doing before you succeed in the system. You see, whatsoever is good would be which word am I using? Whatsoever is good will always be a counterfeit. You understand? Something that is bad, there can't be a counterfeit for something that is bad. There will be a counterfeit for something that is good. So you see out there that as the crypto ecosystem is emerging, there are a whole lot of fraudsters out there who just want to probably rip you off of your cash. And if you go around most of the social networks, you find a whole lot of them, especially Telegram. You get a whole lot of them standing there looking to prey on newbies. I don't understand what's going on. So you need to watch out for all of these things. I stress education and watching out for fraud in the crypto space because these are one of the ways to mentally secure yourself first before getting on board. For the educational aspect, who out there can use the YouTube, who out there you can key into different channels and whatsoever, different groups, just get a wide range of knowledge of all of this. And you'll see that in no distant time, in the next 2 to 3, 4 months, you have concrete knowledge to an extent of what you are doing, and you find yourself in a more secure position to venture into the crypto ecosystem. So that's that for that. Don't be wasting time. Just wanted to hit the nail on the head. Then we'll go as well and comment your questions whatsoever. You can hit me up and get to answer a whole lot of them. So just for summary, the crypto ecosystem is a wonderful journey. Something that has changed the life of a whole lot of persons. And from time to time in our group, I'll be dropping these videos on how to secure yourself well and how to understand and how to position yourself in the crypto ecosystem to make and take these profits and increase your financial portfolio.
get. The crypto ecosystem, or let me say the cryptocurrency is not money if you have not converted this money to yourself. You understand? A lot of persons probably see your money out there in the space. And no, you need to know how to go about all of these things. And
Staying with us, you would have great experience. So once again, I want to thank all of you. Whoever is available, I want to thank all of you. You're welcome once again. If there's any question, you can just put your hand up and ask your question. So thanks for your time. Hope you gained value. If you did, do well to hit subscribe button as well for those of us in the YouTube, and for our groups as well. Drop your views and what is it you've learned and what you want the next class to be like as well. And skill through. You can hit me up on Twitter, follow me for every other question as we keep developing and improving in our education in the crypto space. So once again, thank you very much. If you have any question, you can put your hands up so that I'll trash it before we move ahead. You drop your questions at the comment section or you hit me up as well. So thank you very much once again. I think this should be the end of our class for now. See you guys soon.